Well, hi, Theresa. It's good to have you here with us in the Divine Mercy booth at this National Eucharistic Congress. And maybe we could start off just talking a bit about the Congress. You've been having a good experience here so far, I bet. We're in day 3 now today.
Yes.
And how would you sum things up about the Congress, or what most impresses you about it, or what most touches you about it?
Yeah, it's been an amazing Congress, and just the sheer number of people who are here who come from so far to be here to pray, to learn, and to just grow in their love of the Lord is pretty inspiring. And navigating the crowds is kind of incredible, and it's amazing how peaceful people are in a crowd of 50,000 people. It's tight in the streets and in the other locations, so everyone's peaceful and kind and just working, helping each other. So it's inspiring to see that.
I talked to one of the police the other day, and they said it was just such a good crowd to work with and be with. And I think it was just what you said, that relationship with Christ in the Eucharist makes for a good crowd, you know?
It does. Exactly.
Yeah.
And their motivation for being here, is just to grow in faith and hopefully charity. So showing that to others is what
Yeah,
it's about.
it's a beautiful thing. Amen. And so you're a student at the DMU, Theresa, in the School of Counseling.
I am, yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you enter?
I started in January of 2021.
Okay, and you're part-time, right?
I'm a part-time student, yes.
Great. And when will you be, is the plan to be finishing off your degree?
So I'll graduate in May of this year, God willing.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
So May of next year, 2025.
Right.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Are you planning to come to March? I hope you are, in the graduation ceremony.
Yes, I will.
Oh, making the walk. Oh, good.
Yes.
And how has your experience of Divine Mercy been so far? How would you describe what you've encountered here? Has it kind of responded to your desires for going into psychology with that Catholic vision of the person?
I saw DMU because of that, because of its focus on recognizing the value of the human person and seeing the whole person in the quest to help people develop into flourishing people. And so I really appreciate that focus of it, and the Catholic Christian meta model of the person, and how it discusses how to help individuals grow to full flourishing in who they are as a person, spiritually, physically, mentally, all of that combined together. And so I definitely appreciate that aspect of Divine Mercy University.
Oh, nice. That sounds great, Theresa.
Yeah.
That's the reason most students come. So I'm glad that you found that you're very fulfilled in that aspect of your studies at Divine Mercy. And if you had to take something out of the meta model, what would be the thing that has most helped you from the meta model, or anything that has kind of changed your perspective about psychology, about counseling, since you started at Divine Mercy University? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think I've had some background in understanding the human person and its value in a different way. But I think one of the themes that keeps coming back is of community, and that people are made for relationship. And just that sense, and how the counseling, even the therapeutic relationship between counselor and client, is a reflection of that we need each other to grow and to just to know our own dignity. Of course, God shares that and reveals that to us, but he uses other people to show his love and his care. And so often, just that comes through family, through friends, through other healthy relationships. So I think that's one of the themes that comes back often in my studies as well, where we look at the importance of that, of community and of relationship, and of individuals, for example, who are suffering from depression often tend to isolate and don't want to be with other people. But that's exactly what they need usually, is that. And that's one of the remedies.
That healing, yeah.
It
comes from those relationships,
yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. And it's also beautiful what you were saying about how that relationship between the counselor and the client can also be a mirror for the client of God's love for them.
Yes.
And that brings a lot of healing in that therapeutic relationship.
Exactly.
So I'm glad you're discovering that through the meta model and through your studies at Divine Mercy.
Yes, exactly. Yes, and I started my practicum now, so I'm
wonderful.
Actually starting counseling individuals, and even seeing that firsthand is powerful as well.
Beautiful. And where are you doing your counseling now? Your practicum of counseling?
The Catholic Charities for the Diocese of Arlington.
Catholic Charities. You're a resident of the Diocese of Arlington.
I am,
So
yes,
you're kind of
yes.
local to Divine Mercy.
Yes, absolutely.
That's great.
Hmm.
And you can come to some of the events as well.
Yes, I can, which is nice.
Will you be able to be there, you think, September 21st when we dedicate our new St. Dymphna Chapel?
Yes, I
That's
hope
going to
so.
be a big event for Divine Mercy.
Yes, I hope to be there. Yeah, I
Oh,
know the
great.
bishop will be there as well.
Right, the
so
suburbans will be
that's
there
excellent.
consecrating our new chapel, the altar and everything. So that's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, an exciting time at Divine Mercy.
It
Exciting
is.
step.
It really is.
Campus.
Yep. And we're growing. And of course, now we just got accredited by CACREP
Yes.
for the School of Counseling. That must have been a good kind of boost for you to see that happen.
Yes, I know it was a long time coming for Divine Mercy University.
Right.
As
We
well,
did a lot
and
of planning,
work.
a lot of work.
planning, and
Yeah.
it is a big relief, especially for students who are in different states, just to be able to have that
Right.
transfer and be able to get licensed or whatever, and just to know having that background is helpful.
Oh, nice. That's great.
Yeah.
And maybe just to put you on the spot a little bit, if you could tell us, how about a challenge that you kind of had to overcome in your studies or your work at Divine Mercy University? Is there anything that kind of stands out that kind of not maybe put you to the test, but was a little bit of a challenge?
Yeah, I think and I know even in the integration of the faith and psychology, I feel like it's still being worked through so much. And even at DMU, the meta model was this amazing first step and the fruit of many years of labor. And even so, there's this sense of still working through what does that mean to be a Catholic psychologist and to
Right.
integrate that and understanding the free will of the individual in front of us. And I kind of realized, and God kind of gave me this sense that it's still in progress and it will be for each individual person. And so I think entering into it with some of that uncertainty, if that makes sense, of how is God going to use this and how can I work through this in my practice and with my clients and let the Lord use me in the way that he wants to, and not knowing exactly what that looks like. I like to know exactly what that will be like, but not knowing that. And we can't know that, right? It's like so much in our life.
Yeah.
We can't know the next steps or how it will manifest exactly.
Right.
So I think kind of that surrender to
There
the
you
Lord
go.
of how he'll use
And
use
that
me in
trust in God's work.
Exactly.
And that's very beautiful what you said about the freedom of the client in front of you, because that's one of the things that good counseling promotes, helping them
Right.
grow in authentic freedom
Exactly.
and healing from those mental illnesses and difficulties that you can kind of limit that freedom and impinge on that freedom.
Yes.
So that's a beautiful aspect of what a good counselor does for the client.
Exactly. And that's one of the reasons I want to be a counselor is to help people to just grow and flourish and to be able to be who God created them to be and live in freedom, where, like you were saying, often mental illness hinders our freedom and we're not
Right.
able to freely choose the good that God has for us. And so helping people to overcome that is one of the goals that I have through counseling.
As a counselor, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's really something being able to be allowed into the mystery that is each person.
Right.
In a certain sense, it's a little bit like a priestly vocation. You know, the person lets the counselor into his inner life, his inner self, and that's something where we have to tread very carefully and with great responsibility and a sense of that honor that the client allows us to do them.
Right, exactly. And that's one thing that we've been taught so often is we're there to accompany this person on
Right.
their journey, right? And
Right.
we're not there to make decisions for them or to tell them even what to do. It's the Lord's work in their life, and we're there alongside them and to help them to provide hopefully some of what we've learned, some expertise in the mental health field to help them, but also let them in freedom choose the path that God has for them. So
Very good. Well, that sounds wonderful, Theresa. It's good to be able to talk to you a little about some of these themes here. And I hope you really have enjoy the final days of this Eucharistic Congress. I know I'm really looking forward to it. And it's a joy to be part of the masses, to be able to give communion to those 50,000 people there in the stadium, to a few of them at least.
yeah.
So that's a real joy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a joy to be here.
Yes, thank you for your priestly service in that way, Father.
Oh, you're
It's a
welcome,
pleasure to
Theresa.
speak to you as well.
It's a real honor and a joy for sure.
Thank you.
All right. Well, God bless you,
God bless you,
Theresa.
Father. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.